we have what I would affectionately call a walk and talk match, where both guys, both guys,
Okay.
Jack Spade and Ricky Rabies, are both accomplished wrestlers. They know what they're doing. They don't got to talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. They don't got to talk about anything. I think on the show they discuss what they're going to do as the finish, and then it's
Yeah.
more of a let's go out there and just give the fans what they want. They let them
Mm-hmm.
kind of lead us, and that's exactly what happens. Jack is a little more than shocked at some of the parts of the entrance of the Rabies clan. And,
Yeah.
I really thought production did a super job
Mm-hmm.
um, capturing what it's like live, like the atmosphere, everything, and the two wrestlers speaking to each other in the ring
Mm-hmm.
without being like too wink wink nudge nudge, where like the camera's right here. So a lot of the audio picked up a lot of great stuff, and the
Mm-hmm.
action is great, and it's your basic Southern pro wrestling match. There's a good guy, there's a bad guy. That's all you need to do, man. Just go out there and listen to the crowd.
So after you shot this, obviously we not quite a spoiler to say that it's not the last appearance that you make on Heels this season, but just overall in general, just because I've used all the platitudes to describe our cast and our crew, but what was the experience like filming when we filmed during the pandemic? I think it was the early part of this year with the protocols and everything. What was your experience like with that?
I'm nothing short of fantastic. I was the new guy on the set, so kind of shoehorning. I've been there before, right? In any situation where you're the new guy, you're getting shoehorned into a group that's pretty tight knit already. You
Yeah.
guys, I mean, my first day outside of quarantining myself in a hotel in Atlanta was walking into the gym. You were on
Yep.
set,
Yep.
but everybody who wasn't on set was in the gym working out. I mean, like getting after it. Like Kelly Berglund, Chris Bauer,
Hmm.
James wasn't there because he trains at like 4 in the morning.
That's
Um,
right.
but I'm Trey.
Everyone was there. Yep.
Everybody was
Yep. Yep. Yep.
there, and I was like, oh man, I'm walking in and like I'm the new guy, and I felt like freshman to high school, like you're just kind
Yeah.
of walking in, and everybody knows each other, everybody's got their inside jokes, and I just made sure to be polite and introduce myself to everybody, but everybody was like fantastic, like beyond fantastic, welcome to the crew, welcome to the family,
Hmm.
that sort of atmosphere. And then getting down and dirty and getting in the ring with everybody and just seeing how hard everybody worked, I was like, oh, this is great. Like everybody here is not just happy to be here; they're there because they're super actors and
Yep.
powerhouses in their own right. And I just felt the synergy. Just being able to be like, hey, how should I say this line? Or, I mean, my first day on set with you was a
All the
mouthful.
words. All
Yeah,
the
like
words. Yeah.
it's just me rattling stuff off, and like it's a little more than slightly intimidating, like working with you and Alexander. And like I said, you
Hmm.
guys have been on set, you guys have been in it, and then here's the new guy. Like I just didn't want to screw up my lines and have like you
Hmm.
guys be like, oh, he sucks, you know what I mean? Like
No, come on.
fortunately I didn't do that. But
No,
I
you
mean,
didn't.
I just a great experience, and watching the episodes after reading the scripts and being able to see everybody that I made friends with bring
Hmm.
characters to life, it it makes my heart swell. Like how
Oh,
good was Trey in that last episode when he's on the water tower calling his
so
parents?
good.
Like what? Like fuck you, Trey. Like you're good, you
Okay,
know?
well, I mean, and keep it in mind that's the episode that we screened in Chicago on Thursday night, but
Oh
that's the
shit,
episode.
that's airing
No, no, no,
tonight.
no, 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 no. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's your first rookie move in the acting industry, right there. There you
Oh,
go.
spoiler.
Oh gosh, and also so people know, the wrestling that I do, the Jack Spade versus Ricky Ribby's match that I have tonight, is the first wrestling that I did in the show after injuring myself in the latter part of 2020, and of course the producers were understandably nervous, and I just said I don't. I don't entirely think you guys understand who you've put me in the ring with in terms of like someone who can take care of me, someone who is just going to make sure that I mean they we do an inverted atomic drop at one point and they were super nervous about it and I'm like guys I don't think you understand. Um, how did you think just for me how did the flare punch swinging at air face plant play?
I thought it played great. I thought everything was good
Thank you.
because you
Thank
didn't
you.
do it. You know what I mean? Like you told me you wanted to do that and you did it in a way that I didn't think you were going to do. So it's just
Yeah.
like you kind of, anytime anybody can take something that everybody knows and they put their own twist on it or make it their own, it makes it better.
Well, thank you for that. But my own twist was that I was too afraid to take the direct face plant, so I went to a knee first. I went to a knee first.
You're already a worker, brother. It's like all those old timers. They used to like roll instead of bump. Now you know why. It's because the
Yeah,
rings were hard. Yeah.
yeah. Have you? There's an injury in the match tonight that causes us to cut it way 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 short. I'm sure that over the years you probably have too many to list of injuries that you suffered in the ring, but any that really took something and changed what it was going to be.
Um, so complicated answer. I think unfortunately most wrestlers, myself included,
Hmm.
I was probably the stupidest. I think if you get hurt in the ring, there's
Hmm.
this very horrible old school attitude of you have to finish the
Push through.
match,
Yeah. Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Um, and if you look at pro sports, you look at anything else, like if a
Hmm.
guy gets hit in the head with a fastball,
Hmm.
take him out of the game,
Yeah.
right? Unfortunately, in wrestling, which
Hmm.
it's completely backwards because the crowd knows that this isn't real. The
Yep.
wrestlers know, but and it's the wrestlers who try to push upon everyone that no, look how tough we are. This is
Yeah.
real. When and it can kind of backfire and it can get ugly. And I've seen way too many people hurt, myself included. You know, so I really don't think I have a story where I did one thing in a match and I was like, oh, we gotta end this. Unfortunately, the way you're conditioned,
Hmm.
the way my brain is if something ever happened to me in a match, I would be like, oh, okay, now I have to work at trying to hide this to get
Hmm.
to where we need to go. Um,
Well,
now,
look, the first Ring of Honor show that I ever did, I came in and I hit an RKO. It was my first time in the ring. It was also the first time that I'd ever done an RKO, and I went in, did it, came out, and turned to one of the young bucks. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was because I can't remember much at this point. And I said, "Are my ears bleeding, or is there steam coming off of them?" And they said, "No. Why?" And I said, "Because I'm having difficulty feeling anything north of my shoulders right now. Like I can move, I have feeling in my extremities, but my neck is jacked up." And of course, this is a Ring of Honor show in San Antonio where I'm the fifth member or the sixth member of a 6-on-5 tag team match, and I could have very easily begged off. To say nothing of the fact that I'm just there because I'm buddies with Cody and was trying to become part of the Bullet Club, but. I stayed in. I kept going. It eventually feels better. And then after the match, I was in terrible shape.
yeah, adrenaline will carry you through, fortunately, most of the
That's it.
time. Yes.